Okay, here we go. All right, runs up to 5,500. That was full acceleration. Hi everybody, Jim from County Corvette here. I have a 1981 Corvette. This just turned 70,000 miles. It's got 70,026. This is a really nice car, but it's faded a little bit. Now under the hood, it looks impeccable. The interior looks impeccable. It's one of those strange things that I don't believe the car ever sat outside because there's really no evidence, unless it sat outside in a desert, and that's possible. It has a clean Carfax. I don't know exactly where it came from, and it could very well have been a state like California, New Mexico, something like that, where it was outside for a period of time, but I don't see where the dash is cracked. So, you know, it is one of those odd things. In 1981, they were still using lacquer, and this may actually, that probably explains it. It was right at the St. Louis changeover to Bowling Green, and it's just an older paint job. But it looks good. It's just a little faded on the tops, and really nice overall. Even the wheels are still in excellent condition. The car's been gone through. It's got a replacement radio, but there's the originals in the back here. Everything, you know, it really works nicely on the car. The windows bang up and down like they should. AC blows nice and ice cold, and the car just really runs and drives nicely. So it's a great car, and I didn't want to get into painting and all that. We really don't have time to do that type of work on our own stuff. But these cars are relatively inexpensive to paint, and if that's something that would interest somebody, you can drive it just as it is, and you know, maybe look at doing that. It's in a price range where that's viable too. So that's you know, that's the skinny on the car. It's we're going to take it for a ride. I've driven the car, actually drove it back. It's just a really nice, clean car. So let's jump in and take this thing for a ride. Okay, so I had been talking to the prior owner of this car, and he had it for some time, and he had just recently rebuilt the transmission, and he'd really kept the car maintained well. It was in a garage and with a cover on it. So again, the you know, the history of the paint is such that you know, it's probably an age thing. 'Cause, you know, this dash still is in decent shape here. It's a nice driving car. The vacuum system works well. The lights go up and down real nice on it. Okay. The door handle pull on this side is detached. If I can, we'll get a look at it. These are small things, but you know, we're kind of selling this car without doing a lot of stuff to it. Okay, this car is cruise control. It's working right now. So on these cars, when all this stuff is not working on it, it starts to get indicative of a car you may not want. For me, it's always been these windows are an acid test. something so simple as, hey, do the windows go up and down? But you know, in a lot of them, they barely do, if they do at all. And they're just, you know, they've never been maintained, never been lubricated. And it just feels like an old grungy car. This one we don't get that impression. So the interior in this thing is incredibly great condition. These seats are still in really nice shape. Carpets look good. Door panels look good. Again, this one pull is Something broke in there, not unusual. But it drives, runs nicely. It starts up, runs good. We'll get it up to red line here, air it out a little bit. But we took the tops off. The tops are a little faded as well, but the inner panels look good. So it's just a nice little entry-level Corvette. And these things are very inexpensive to insure. An incredibly beautiful style. The weather stripping's really nice. Yeah, these, I've always been fond of 80, 81, and 82 Corvettes. It was the, most refined version of the C3. And the C3 ran a long time, a lot of incarnations on that car from 68 to 82, a 20-year run. That's a long time for one general body style. And they're completely different cars by the end of the run. Different chassis, different body, different fiberglass composite. By 82, they had base coat, clear coat paint. The differences are enormous. So emissions controls, but the general look of it is still a Coke bottle, That's why we call them Coke bottle cars. Okay, here we go. All right, runs up to 5,500. That was full acceleration, and it's not a muscle car, but it's got enough pep to make it fun. But this one runs like it should. It shifted exactly at the red line there at 5,500. So mechanically, we're in great shape on this car, and it goes over, bumps nicely, and just a nice driver. All the gauges work, of course. Yeah, these are nice cruisers, and this one has, again, the tilt telly, so it's going to fit you well. You could be a relatively large person and be comfortable in this car because of that. So I don't know. I think if you're looking for a first-time Corvette, and you like the vintage stuff, but you don't want to get into something too heavy. Here's a car that's, well under the money with regard to, this year and style. And I have the paint factored in, of course. And it really doesn't need much else. So that's who, the type of person that should buy this car is maybe somebody that's handy. If you could take the trim off of this thing, pull the bumper covers, pull the door handles, mirrors, you could do a really nice paint job on this car for not a lot of money. Because the paint's still not bad, it's just faded. So it wouldn't even require a full strip, just DA the tops and the sides a bit, prime it and paint it, and you got yourself a nice car. Or you could do what I would do. I would go crazy with it. I'd strip it and replicate the original primers and get stupid with it. But that, this car would deserve that. So it's all relative to what you want as an owner. But this is a nice little car. So it's in a great price range. We're open to offers on it, and I kicked on the check engine light at redline. This thing probably hasn't been redlined like that in 20 years. So I would suspect a catalytic converter code. So we'll check that out. But that wasn't on before. I just noticed it. That's not unusual when I take cars out and really run them up. It blows out a lot of stuff that has been accumulating for a while. So, but it runs fine. It's just an oxygen sensor code in all likelihood. But it's actually good for a car to do that once in a while. Okay, so there you go. This is this car's at our showroom at our location here. So if you have an interest, give us a holler. We're open to trades, offers, of course, and happy to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and keep an eye on all of our videos, because we have new stuff coming in every week. We usually do 2-3 cars a week here, and we always have something for everybody. So we'd love to have you as a customer, whether service or sales. We're just a phone call away. All right, so thanks for watching.